Alrighty, guys, how's it going? Today is going to be a super quick video. Um, I just wanted to make one on how to use VS Code to remotely or access servers or remote servers or really any other machine that you have SSH access to. It's one of the most useful things I use on a daily basis, and it's come to my attention recently that not a lot of people know about this or really use this feature of VS Code, so I wanted to make a video on it. So without further ado, let us get into it. So let me pull up VS Code. All right, cool. So here we are now in VS Code, and what we're going to do is notice how when I click this little button in the left-hand corner, it says connect WSL, connect to host. And this is really what we're doing. This is this remote SSH or connecting to a remote host. This is the feature that I want us to use. You can also, if you use Windows Subsystem for Linux, this is actually an amazing feature, and I can do another video on that. There's a lot of good ones that already exist if you're interested in that feature. But basically, the first thing we need to do is we need to go and install some extensions. So let's look at remote SSH. So here we go. I've already installed this, but if we want to take a look at it, remote SSH lets you use any remote machines, blah, 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 blah. So anything you can SSH into, you can use this with as well. And there's some other really neat packages that go along with this, but this is the main one that we're going to need here. So anyway, download this guy. You should see this blue remote window or option to open a remote window appear. And then you can connect. So as you can see, I've already got quite a few options already here to connect to because I use this on a regular basis. But anyway, so let's go to configure. There's two ways you can do this. One, you can just type in SSH, and then you can type the SSH command, and it will automatically save it in your config file. Another way is to configure the SSH host yourself. So you can go in here and you can configure, all of your settings here. So this is the same thing as there's a config file in your SSH folder, and you can access it that way as well. But let's just go ahead and it pulls that up for you nice and easy. So anyway, today I actually just recently set up a server, so this is what I've already set up, but basically this is just some arbitrary name that you can give to this configuration here, and this is the actual host name. So this is the private IP I have assigned, and then this is the username, and then I already have, so I have an identity file, or I have a SSH key that I want to use with this. So we'll go ahead and add this in. In this case, this is SDK Ubuntu 2204. So cool. So that should get us the right SSH key to use, and this should allow us to remotely access the server. So anyway, let's connect. And this is the one, see, it corresponds to this name we've just set. So let's go ahead and open that. Excellent. See? So we are now connected. As you can see, SDK at SDK Ubuntu 2204. This is the server that's sitting right behind me. And another cool thing is we can open up a particular folder. So there's nothing in my home folder, so I'll just show you this one instead. And this is what makes it so nice to work with a server with VS Code, is that you have access to this file structure here. You have access to a nice integrated terminal. so you can work on your code, execute things, look for different files, add extensions. It's really really nice, and it makes working on a server a whole lot easier. So I highly recommend this. If you do a lot of work on servers, it will make your life much much easier. Okay, last thing. What was the last thing I was going to tell you guys? Oh, last thing. So if you do not have SSH keys set up, don't worry about it. Just go back. We'll go back to connect to host, configure host. Anyway, we'll go back to this config file here. But basically, the only thing here that I want to bring your attention to is that if you don't have these identity files, don't worry about it. Just put the host name and your user, and it will prompt you for your password, and you can log in that way. So whichever way you want to do it, this will help you out with that. And there you have it, guys. That's all I wanted to show for today. But super easy and really helpful. I'll see you guys in the next video. Alrighty, guys, that about does it for today. If you like the content, please consider giving me a like and a subscribe so I can continue to grow and produce better and better content for you. And if you really like the content, you might even consider buying me a coffee, and the information pack to that will be in the video description. If none of that sounds good, at least just give me some feedback in the comments. Let me know how I'm doing, if anything's unclear, or if there are things that I can improve on. But above all, guys, thanks again. Appreciate you watching, and have a great rest of the day.